Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda.
There is a motion by Councilmember Beck, the second by Councilmember Spiegel. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 3A, receive a report, hold a discussion, conduct a public hearing, and take action on an ordinance changing the zoning of the subject property from commercial and agricultural to regional retail located at the northwest corner of U.S. Highway 75 and Texas Highway 91. Mr. Doss, Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year. As you mentioned, this case, 2018-120Z, is to consider a rezoning request from a combination of commercial and agricultural to regional retail. It's important to note that the highway-oriented overlay district also applies in this case. That puts a higher standard of Okay, can everyone hear me now?
Much better.
Great. The applicant is requesting the change in zoning. The subject property is approximately 5.8 acres in size. The surrounding area is either developed as some light commercial uses or some retail uses. To the north, you can see the orange dashed line on the map is city limits line to the north. So just not very far north of this property, we are outside of city limits. The structures you see there are a combination of manufactured homes and travel trailers, campers that are permanently set on those sites for residential purposes. The property across Highway 91 to the east is a service station, and I believe it used to be a ski and tackle shop, and now I think it's just more of a general convenience store. There is an existing building on this property. It is was formerly a boat sales repair dealership. That is the existing structure currently on the property. The balance of the property is actually vacant. It's on a very high hill. This is looking to the north along State Highway 91. There's, I believe, a short-term motel that's partially out, partially inside city limits, depending on how you read the map. And then back behind that is the mobile home park, for lack of a better term. This is looking southbound along US 75 frontage road. And this is looking at the property. This is the looking south along Highway 91. We'll go back to the zoning map. As you can see, the property across the street, the diagonal across US 75 was just recently rezoned to regional retail. I believe that's the same owner. There's no specific development plans for that site or for this location yet. I believe the rezone is mainly to provide for some assurance that when the owner comes to submit a development plan, that they already have their zoning in place, have those entitlements in place, and that helps with investment and raising capital to actually plan and develop the site. With that, we did notify all property owners within 200 feet of the subject property. We received no notices of opposition or support, no responses to that. And staff is recommending approval of this request. The Planning and Zoning Commission also recommended approval of this request at the December 11th Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. I do want to point out that our motion is subject to, for approval, subject to final legal review and approval. So that said, we are recommending approval, and we'll stand for any questions you may have.
This is a public hearing. Is there anyone here wishing to speak on behalf of this agenda item? State your name and address for the record, please.
And I'm at 1127 West Morton, and I'm representing Mr. Frank Hawley and his trust on this southeast corner and the northwest corner, which we're now working on. And hopefully both of those corners will someday represent some quality development of tax dollars. It's just a planning process where we're getting the pieces all in place. Be happy to answer any questions.
Questions for Mr. Munson? Questions for Mr. Doss? A motion?
Thank you.
Mayor, I move to approve the ordinance changing the zoning of the subject property from commercial C and agricultural A to regional retail RR located at the northwest corner of US Highway 75 and Texas Highway 91, subject to final legal review and approval.
Second.
There was a motion by Councilmember Beck, a second by Councilmember Guess. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The motion carries. Pursuant to Chapter 551 Texas Government Code, the council reserves the right to convene an executive session to receive legal advice from its attorney on any posted agenda item as permitted by law or to discuss the following. Consult with attorney on a matter in which the attorney's duty to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct conflicts with this chapter, and/or consult with attorney about pending or contemplated litigation or contemplated settlement of the same. Confer with attorney and discuss pending litigation regarding 715 West Sears. Discuss, consider, and act upon temporary and/or regular appointments, reappointments, resignations, evaluations of duties, and process to fill any vacancies for judge and magistrate of the municipal court. Confer with city attorney regarding contractor payments. Discuss the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment of duties, discipline, or dismissal of, or to hear a complaint against a public officer or employee. Discuss, consider, and act upon temporary and/or regular appointments, reappointments, resignations, evaluation of duties, and process to fill any vacancies for judge and magistrate of the municipal court. The time is 6:08 and the council is in executive session.